Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Thank you both for saving him. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible for us to continue doing business. Here, this container is itself an antique.
Yep. It's great. Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure. Please help yourselves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Carefully.
Oh, yes. You might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decorations, too.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into this box, let's go to the Jade Chamber to see Ningguang. According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber.
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyen Karst.
It's Ningguang! Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Oh no, it's nothing.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Linyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Linyue. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Linyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Linyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the Seven changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue, but the Order of the Seven will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely, even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to... What do you think, Traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our prep...
Interesante la historia. Nos adentramos adentro del palacio ahora.
Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first.
Ooh, isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, Traveler? You're rather special, really, and if possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching... You'd pick Kuching? I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power. Indeed. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomat. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I...
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So...
It's all right. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently.
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that! One of the sheets on that wall! Don't look at Paimon like that! One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy... Just imagine. How much more? Let's grab one! The biggest one! Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most... La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written over here. Sigil of permission, something, Fatui, research, copy. Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper showed... Oh, Ningguang did say that the... But research on the sigil of permission? Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the sigil of permission. Oh, you really think? Well, should we not go there? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we... That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if... There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us too.
Swift and merciful.
It's time for a flash freeze. Frozen. Balance. No problem. Flash frost.
Adventure time.
Cold cut flash.
Surrendering will be gentle. Everybody stand back! Off we go! Adventure time! Adventure time!
Oh no! This was well done. Fortune calls. Best you can find.
Everybody stand back!
It isn't time for a break yet.
A touch of frost.
Shouldn't get careless.
Let's dance!
Not breaking a whistle.
Surrender, little Legion. Everybody stand back!
Precipice is fast.
A touch of frost.
Put your back into it.
Spirit Blade, attack!
My duty at an end.
There's no trouble. Let's dance! I'm going in! Out of the way! Get out of here! Out of the way!
The loneliness of death.
Let's dance! Off we go!
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. Paimon's seen this pattern before. But where? Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of the Adepta... Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? And the plot thickens. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh.
Si es pronto, entonces deja de hablar, Paimon.
Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Sí, vámonos.
Right on time. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then? What did she...
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Linyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Linyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Linyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? Well, why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But wild glaze lilies have the strongest
Ay,
fragrance.
sí, hombre, ¿querés que te consiga unos lirios de cristal? Ya, deja de hablar tanto.
But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make them more
Vaya.
fragrant.
Bueno, tengo a Bárbara que canta si quieres.
So how good is your singing? Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
Yo tampoco me creo a mí mismo, Paimon.
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Off we go!
It's time to sing whenever you're ready.
Espérenme.
Da 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 da.
Vaya, la misma papá de Bárbara.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song your mom said that they don't understand here in Linyue?
Adventure time!
Está tocando agua. bárbara.
My, looks like I got carried away.
Cabrón. Ay, aquí lo está cargando.
Off we go! Adventure time! Adventure time! Everybody stand back! Adventure time! Off we go!
Al agua. 2, 1.
Off we go! Everybody stand back!
What?
Get out of here! Off we go!
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower.
Ya lo sabía, hijo mío. Yo he matado varias de esas. De hecho, he matado a la más grande.
Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect...
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Yo las uso más para ascender mis personajes de hielo.
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey, it's... What's her face? Carmen?
Hello, traveler.
Hola, chica
I'm
cuerno.
surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Con esos cuernos que se cargo, creo que no sería novio de esa chica. Los cuernos lo dicen todo.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I...
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Huh. Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met.
Oh, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of...
You came all the way out here to see the flowers?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis part. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days.
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Linyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had all... Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, the other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer... Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. He is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than
Y voy, no me
6,000
contes la
years
historia
old
de
at
tu
the
vida,
time
no
of
me
his passing.
importa.
This means that Linyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never... But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day.
Bueno, yo no diría que eso explica los cuernos, pero bueno.
Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now.
Adiós, sí,
And
adiós,
that
adiós,
just
adiós,
about
ya dejen de
does it.
hablar.
Given the ease of picking glaze lilies,
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And one's business is at full steam, so you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. You've left...
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Linyue Harbor now.
Ay, ya quiero que termine la misión esta.
Swarming with Millilith and the Fatui?
This atmosphere is highly abnormal. It seems
Hola,
that...
dije. Hola, dije.
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like... However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current
Está
situation.
bugueado el suelo.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo Archon.
Surely the Linyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it...
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Linyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the battle? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangshu. Consider your next course of action carefully.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now?
Cállate, Paimon. Ya hablan mucho en este juego y vos hablas, ahorita sí estás hablando de puro gusto.
Where would he go at a time like this?
Ay, al fin terminó la misión.